Jason back with you. Private Pilot 2.6, the vertical speed indicator. In most cases, in fact in all cases, considered a secondary instrument. Very rarely is it, if ever, considered a primary instrument, but it's important we go over it. You're going to learn why it's often considered a secondary instrument. First off, it is a part of our pedostatic system. It is the third instrument and final instrument in that pedostatic system. The pedostatic system is what? Our airspeed indicator, our altimeter, and our vertical speed indicator. That being said, it is pressure sensitive. It tells us our climb or descent in feet per minute, as you can see there. And the thing to remember is it can have up to an 8-second delay. And I happen here to have a vertical speed indicator for you guys to see. Very similar to our altimeter, except instead of having an aneroid wafer in the back, it has what's called a diaphragm. And what you can see is there's very little movement of that diaphragm to really swing that vertical speed indicator up and over in the exact opposite direction. It is so sensitive. But, you know, it has what's called a calibrated leak. So what happens is air comes into that diaphragm via this little hole right here in the back. Air comes in via that calibrated leak and then expands and contracts that diaphragm to give us our vertical speed reading. Now that's why we can have up to an 8-second delay for the air to make it through the static system, head through the calibrated leak into the diaphragm, and show what that actual calibration is. By then you could already be descending at 500, 600, 700, 800 feet per minute. There can be up to an 8-second delay on your vertical speed indicator. That's what I want you to take away from this. Now, as we conclude this lesson 2, and you get ready to take your quiz, I want to just remind you of some very popular check ride questions. And here's 3 of them. What instruments operate on my pedostatic system? What instruments operate on my vacuum system? And what instrument, singular, is electric? If watching this lesson you don't have the answers to all 3 of those, you might want to consider going back and reviewing those quick few lessons there, because those are check ride questions, those are FAA written test prep questions, and to succeed in the upcoming quiz and the lessons in the future, I'm going to reference these instruments and their systems over and over again. Let's build the foundation now. If you cannot answer any of those 3 questions, go back and let's find those answers.